Hello everyone and welcome to the guide for the Aghanim's Blessing Apex Mage. So basically what you want to do is you need to get Winter Wyvern and Omni Knight, the group. Here we were 3 pre-made and dying was just a bug. And basically what you want to do is you want the talent on Omni Knight where it's refraction stacks. And yeah, so let's go with player view, go back. So Omni Knight has the refraction stacks talent, and I have the Cold Embrace talent on Winter Wyvern. That makes you spawn your W around the Cold Embraced person. Those two talents really help you in the early game. It doesn't matter if Phoenix gets his Fire Remnants or not, but having Fire Remnants is also really good. So as you see, Dragon Knight is tanking with his W and the refraction. And we also got lucky with Undying getting his totem. It's really good, but it's not necessary. And basically you just play this as safe as possible. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You just spam W and D on people. And yeah, it's pretty, like this level is also pretty easy. Early on, I suggest you go for lives, and then you go for, gold. But at the start, like going for lives is really good. Like for example here, you go for lives instead of neutral items because it spawns tier 1 items instead, so yeah. The items are not good. Here we played against Drow, and you just buy dust against Drow, and it's pretty simple. You want the Omni Knight to go in front with his W, and then you just pop E on him with Cold Embrace. So like, go back. Yeah, like Omni Knight goes in front. I press E on him, see? The Ranger can't do anything to him. Then we pop all of our CDs on her, pop dust, and just kill her, basically. Here we pop the Ravish Potion as well. But you don't need it. Always go for traps when you get them. They're very easy. I'm gonna skip this part because traps are super easy. Well, I died there, but you know. They're easy once you get used to them, I guess. Now we go for the gold instead of the elite because, like early on, elite fights are kind of hard, and this fight's pretty easy. Just play it slowly. You keep Omni or Undying in the front, and you keep shielding him with W and D. W from Omni Knight and the Cold Embrace from Winter Wyvern. It's pretty simple. Okay, so now we play against Dark Willow. The Winter Wyvern ulti is very important on bosses, something you need to keep in mind. So communicate with your teammates and help them, and like communicate when you have ulti and stuff like that. So for example here, like she has ads on her, pop ulti, but they died, so didn't take that much damage, but it's still decent. Blade Mail on Omni Knight is really good against bosses because he pops his W on himself and pops Blade Mail, and see, like, he damages her a lot by standing and stuff and taking damage intentionally. And yeah, like, fight's pretty straightforward. Be careful with Cold Embrace here because you don't have the magic immunity, then you might kill someone with popping Cold Embrace if you freeze them. Here, of course, like you know the mechanics on this boss, you need to move out whenever she casts this ability. And yeah, the rest is pretty straightforward. Pop ulti, yeah, see, like, the ulti when there's a lot of ads on her is really good. Like, look at her health, look at the ulti. See? it's amazing. Like the Winter Wyvern ulti on bosses is just amazing. It helps if you go for duration talents and attack speed talents on Winter Wyvern. So here, like, I have radius and duration, and then Cold Embrace duration. Like, these are the talents you generally want to have. Duration on Cold Embrace and Winter Curse duration. And attack speed on Winter Curse is also really good. I got the other talent that gives you 2 charges on the Cold Embrace. This is the perfect talent for you. And here Phoenix got his remnants, which helped speed the process along here. Gonna skip this real quick. Sorry for not editing, but this is my first video and I'm just, you know, getting used to it now. The items you generally want to get Octarine Core on every single hero you have. And Force Staff is good on for winter because of the you know, you need movement somehow. In here, it's pretty straightforward. You just heal the guy who gets focused with your Cold Embrace, you get a W from Omni Knight, and it's rinse and repeat. And of course, like, the grounding totem is very important here because he's taunting the Shadow Shaman when he grips people. But even if you don't grip people, like if you have Omni Knight in the backline popping Heavenly Grace whenever someone gets focused, it should be enough as well. The important thing about everything is to take your time while playing this. Like any level you play, you need to take your time with it, not to pull everything at the same time. See, like, Omni is focused, I heal him, it's okay. And yeah, the rest is just easy. Okay, so here we're playing against OD. Generally, you don't wanna pull OD early on, but since we're very beefy and we just wanna, you know, finish this, and we have like Omni Knight's W and the talent that I have, so you can just stand still and pop Blade Mail and just face tank everything. And we have a lot of saves for Meteor Hammer combo as well. You see, like. And you pop ulti on him next to Daz, and like, Winter Wyvern is such a good hero in these cases. So here you have Omni kiting Diaz. Once I get to him, I can heal him if I don't die, I guess. But yeah, here I save Phoenix, there we go. And you basically just play this as safe as possible. We didn't play it safe, but you can play it safe and just, you know, pull Diaz first and then kill the OD. But we decided that we have enough damage and survivability to play it. Legion Commander is super easy here because you have the, you know, backlines, Phoenix, Winter Wyvern just healing the Omni Knight. It's better to have Undying in the front and then like Omni Knight healing him. But since we are like pre-made with Omni Knight, we just had him tank instead. And yeah, generally this is very easy. You just have the frontliners in front, dodge the arrows from Legion Commander, and just play the game. It's very simple. Here we go on Pugna, because Undying has the grounding totem and he can perma-taunt him now that he has Octarine Core. So as you see here, we have Undying staying next to Pugna, and whenever Pugna steals health from someone, he just taunts him. The rest, like me and Phoenix, are just focusing the wards whenever they spawn. Like instantly go to hit the wards. And Undying is just, you know, monitoring him. It's bad to use Cold Embrace here on Undying because he wants to taunt, so be careful while using it. Make sure you don't use it while Pugna might, you know, lifesteal from someone, basically. See, now I use my E on him and he's lifestealing from Omni Knight, almost killed him by that mistake, but we survived. Then I knew that I should get close and pop my Cold Embrace on myself instead. So Undying can taunt, basically. And yeah, as long as you kill the wards, it should be easy. Here we're playing against Tinker. So Tinker doesn't spawn ads until last phase. So Winter Wyvern only becomes strong against it in the last phase. But yeah, like Tinker is pretty... It's all about skill, like basically how you play this boss. And we had the unfortunate affix that you have less healing next to him, which is really bad. But yeah, if you don't have magic immunity on your Cold Embrace, the talent, then be careful. Like, be very careful on this boss on when you use it, basically. Like, for example, I got lucky there, I should have been lasered. But yeah, like, you need to play it safe, not like this. But it's... once you get to last phase, Winter can be very beneficial there. Just dodge as much as possible. If you're low, just move out of range so you don't get the degen aura in this case. And yeah. So yeah, what Omni Knight does, he pops his W and pops Blade Mail and tags the laser. This way he does a lot of damage to Tinker. But yeah, here you need to dodge. Now he spawned Diaz, so this is where Winter comes in. Now you should tell your teammates to not kill them, to not kill Diaz. But we already killed the first wave. Now on the second wave, just tell them not to kill Diaz. And then you pop ulti on him and he's just fucking dead. But yeah, like we have a lot of AoE, so we kept killing Diaz. But now I think it should be fine. Yeah, there you go. The ads, they kill Tinker basically. He survived there because he blinked at the last second. I just popped the refresher shot that I had and used my ulti on him again and he died. Now this item is really good on Winter because you might refresh your ulti, but yeah. Here we have Radiance on Omni, so you get a lot more gold from the chickens. Because it procs... here we paused a little.
I don't think there's any chance you've forgotten that.
One of us had to go to the bathroom. So here it's traps. I'm gonna skip the trap spot. If you have hook shot, you stay in the back. If you have a hook, you go in front. And basically you just need to coordinate with each other. Omni Knight just passes. Then a hook shot on top of him. Yeah. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Whenever you get traps, you should do them because you get like 2 talents at the end. So okay, here we're playing against Crystal Maiden. It's an easy fight if you keep Undying in the front and you keep shielding him. And basically you can pop Blade Mail and use W on yourself as Omni Knight. When she pops ulti, she does a lot of damage. And if somehow you manage to get the ads next to her, you can ulti her with Winter. See, like, it does decent enough damage. Unfortunately this time we had Grounding Totem next to her. Because, you know, we weren't communicating with Undying that much. But yeah, like, you just survive by, you know, healing each other. If you get frozen inside, you can pop like your W, your BKB, your Blade Mail. And yeah, here Omni did a lot of work, so did Phoenix. By damaging her from, you know, far or popping Blade Mail and soaking the damage. And then Undying was just tanking the ads and the Vengeful Spirits. Generally avoid playing against the Phoenixes, so we went into the Axe. And here we just decided to let, you know, Undying tank. And we kept healing him from the back. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Especially for the fact that he doesn't have any lives, so we needed to save our spells for him. But yeah, generally you can keep him perma-healed by the E because of the 2 charges talent. Even if you don't have it, like you can alternate with Omni Knight. Okay, here I pop ulti on Axe next to the 2 centaurs, it does a lot of damage. It's better if you can pop ulti next to, like, 2 axes next to each other, but this ulti also works because we were able to kill first axe very fast. And now we can just let Undying survive. My ulti refreshes, pop it on him. Make sure your Undying stays alive, pretty simple. Just spam E and W on him. E from Winter and W from Omni Knight. Okay, so now we get to the last boss. I got a very good item. It's like gives you invulnerability for 3 seconds. You can use it on yourself or any other ally. And yeah, in here if you can actually land a good ulti for Winter, you can actually chunk the boss from half health to like completely dead. But if I remember correctly, in this run we couldn't land a super good ulti from Winter, but we had... Okay, so the first phase is pretty simple. He charges people, you dodge, and then whenever he pops rocks, you just, you know, focus him during that phase, dodge the rocks, be straightforward. You can use items. The thing about rocks is that if you change your pathing, you don't get hit by them. So yeah, if you click like over there, you move. Just change your pathing. I got hit there, but we have a lot of items, so you can tank some spells. As Winter Wyvern, when he pops his rocks, you can just stand next to him and use your Cold Embrace. You can damage him this way. But I was baiting it away in this case. Here I used ulti, see it does decent damage, but if he's moving, it doesn't chunk him for that much because he's just kiting the ads. Yeah, and when he pops rocks, just get close and use your E. Here you can use... I used Wind Waker on him and just glimmered myself. Okay, rocks happening. With ulti, see, like you chunk him a lot. See his health. Here you can just, as Winter, you can press E instead of doing all of this, but I didn't know that back then. Because it's physical damage, so you can just press E on yourself and you should be fine. And yeah. And here you just want to play around Winter Wyvern's ulti really, but you can just, like Omni Knight can solo this boss literally because of his W. But yeah, if you want to make it faster, you kind of want more damage dealers. See, you can tank it with your Cold Embrace. And he pops rocks, you get close to him, use your E on yourself. Omni Knight just pops Blade Mail, W on himself. It's pretty straightforward. On Winter, if you can press your E on the person who's fixated, you can do a lot of damage to the boss, and at the same time you can keep your friend alive. Here I popped a good ulti, see like a lot of ads on him, and he gets chunked by a lot. He gets a lot of damage. During this phase, you can either dodge or you can use immune stuff, so I used Wind Waker, Wand, and my BKB on the next one. You can also dodge. Since I had like a lot of lives, I had 1 life left, I didn't think I should pop my BKB yet. And yeah, now there's a lot of ads, I can ult him, there we go. Takes a lot of damage from it. And yeah. Now it's just that basically. I press my E on the guy who's targeted, and there we go. I hope you like this guide. I know it's scuffed, there's no editing on anything. It's just, it's my first video, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Bye.